Greetings everyone and welcome back to Cataclismo. We have just survived wave 40 and we have upgraded a couple of our units. Well, specifically the lobbers. We've given them their latest weapon, the powder ball. Now, in today's episode, what I would very much like to get down to is the upgraded units. So this building for training cannoneers and Ballista is the next on the target. We are getting about 6 points per wave, so that shouldn't be too difficult for us to get to, honestly. So all I'm going to be doing for now until the next attack is simply repairing our defenses. There's a little bit of work to be done here and there, not too much thankfully, but once we've got our new units, I have been warned that they take up a lot more room, so some of my current designs are sadly not going to be up to snuff, so we're going to have to do a fair bit of a redesign, and there are some places where, frankly, even knowing that I'm going to have to do the redesign, there is sod all I'm going to be able to do about it, because there's just not enough room for the unit size that I've been told about. So we're going to have to make some interesting decisions with where we place our defenders, I think. But for the things that we can do, well, actually, I think I'm going to need to wait until I see those units before I actually dedicate myself to setting it up. But one thing we definitely can do is we can pull this wall back a little bit. I think it is a little bit too far out, and we would be best served by having at least a little bit more room for the enemies to have to approach from. Lay down some better defenses around here. Maybe even have another proper tower down here. Maybe not archers, but just lobbers and the captors. Yeah, I think so. Okay, give me a few moments. Okay, and there we go. We've now got a way up for my units to get in there. Perfect. Right, you go over there in the far corner. So we've got a new tower. And as you may notice, because this is all on the same level, I haven't had to make as many concessions on its design as I have elsewhere. You're going to come across here, and you're also going to help out, I think. You can go and stand by there. Thank you. I do not need all of these archers over on the far side, but I will keep them there. There we go. That'll work quite nicely. Now, the big question is, I could go ahead and train up some units. I've got 5 unit slots available. I think I'm just going to save them and get the brand new units. Now, let's have a quick look at where everyone is at. So, we getting attacks on all sides? We are, in fact, getting attacks on all sides. Few. Does it ever say anything more than few? Would it ever be like many? Or, you know, just a smidge? A gaggle? A flock? A flock of vermin? I don't know. But really, that whole thing about a few, I'm going to be honest, it is not exactly helpful at this point in the game, as it's never really changed, and it certainly doesn't conform to what I would consider a few, and it never did. So I really don't know what to do about that, if I'm honest. Right, but there we go. That is all set up. We want... Is there anything else we want over here? Not really, actually. I think we're kind of good. Yeah, I'll just tuck in a couple around there. That's fine. All right. But as usual, we're going to want archers down on this side if we possibly can. Do we even need you on that side at this point? I'm going to say probably not. There's a bit of a shame there. Once they've passed on that side, they're not going to be able to engage. How about I make that a little bit better, eh? I'm sure I can. I'm going to need... Oop, I do apologize. We're zooming all over the place. Well, it will make this a little bit less defended, sure. But I don't think we actually need to worry about attacks from this direction as a general rule. We are not having to struggle with that, thankfully. Let's go with the Hell Poison. So there we go. And we are going to want a 2 tall there, and then we're going to want 2 separate windows. One there, and indeed one there. There we go. That'll work wonders. Now I've got that there, I kind of want to pop a flag over here as well. It's not well built at this point because of the constant changes and little nooks and crannies. And this is a good example of, like, in my opinion, how like governance works, what was a pretty solid and well-reasoned design to begin with started having little fixes and patches bolted on and just like tacked in place, so on and so forth. And you end up with a whole that is significantly less well-designed than you began with, even though your best intentions have been, you know, at the forefront of every new edition. You've been trying to address problems, not make them, and yet here we are. Okay, I'm fairly confident with our positioning now. Took a little bit of time for people to get to where they needed to be, but I think we should be good. Especially, oh, actually, where are they? Where are the two? Oh, no, they are a little bit far apart, aren't they? I should have sent two from over here and then had two move across instead. But you know what? The only ones that are going to get there soon are the fast ones, and I'm not too worried about them. By the time the bigger ones get there, you'll have had time to get into position. Fast one's already dealt on that side. Fast one's being dealt with on this side quite comfortably. And over here, we've already got the abominations on there, trundling their way through. This one is by far the weakest of the sides, because there's really nothing else I can do over here unless I give up all of this stone. And I'm not ready to do that, honestly. I think instead I need more and more towers down here so that we're attacking them a lot sooner and a lot longer. More sustained attack the whole time the whole way through. Let's have a look down here. Got blisters coming out of the darkness. Got the abominations on the horizon over on this side. I'm thinking that is a lot better than it was before, but look at the shield on you. Greatly disapprove. Hugely disapprove, in fact. I shouldn't imagine those abominations are going to be too much of a trouble, though. And we've already finished on this side. Excellent work. Well, given that, then, I would like you to relocate, if you could. Do we need extra help on this side? Probably not, if I'm honest. I think we should be okay. Let's have a look at the walls. Let's just take that away. Yeah, for the most part, the walls are actually in a good stage. I can't make this one 3 thick, sadly. There's just no way of me achieving that. So that one is going to be a bit of a weakness, and it will continue to be a weakness. But there we go. Just dealing with the vermin that remain. We've got quite a few more vermin being born over here, though, because there's a lot of abominations on this side. But that being said, our 2 bombers, our captor, and these 3 archers are doing an amazing job. I'm actually quite happy with what they've managed to do. That was a lot of abominations that they had to cut through. But again, this side, I always worry that this side's going to be a rough one. But so far, as I've seen, this side has pretty much never struggled. It is easily the smallest, the least defended, and yet the best choke point by several orders of magnitude across all of the other locations that we've got. Right, okay, you know what we're going for, so we're going to go straight for it. The Bomber's Workshop, kaboom. There we go. And now we're going to purchase the Bomber's Workshop, I would assume. Let's have a look. Bomber's Workshop, there we are. Trains improved artillery units such as the Cannoneer and the Ballista. Can I tuck this around over here somewhere? Might be able to. And I would like it if we could. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just tuck it in there. That'll do nicely. There we go. Now, that is using up 2 misfuel, 18 civilians. That's absolutely fine. And 180 oxygen a minute, also fine. On that note, you know what? One thing I haven't been doing is I haven't been building the actual mist accumulators. Well, there we are. There's plenty of locations around here that I can easily set things up on. We've got 8 coming in from there. Can I? No, I'm not going to be able to set that up there. But probably getting one over here would be ideal. That's an 8 there, but is there a better one at all? No? That's fine then. We'll pop that one there. And we're going to go for some of the big chunky ones over here as well. One there as well. Now, will you have a problem? I think you might actually have a little tiny bit of an issue getting down from over there. So I'm just going to put that there so that you've got a route through. And I'll put a little staircase there as well. There we are. That should bring us in some mist fuel. I'm assuming that we're going to need the mist fuel for these new units. Trained Cannoneer, artillery troop, deals moderate damage to multiple targets in a very broad area. Slow to reload, but still the best defense if horrors come in hundreds. And we can get refined powder. Increases area of effect of the Cannoneer. Well, in that case, let's go for 5 of them. I see no reason not to. And I've had a lot of people in the comments saying that the Cannoneer is just flat upgrade to the Lobber. Is that true? Would they obsolete units like that? I would be disappointed if they did. I'll put it bluntly. I dislike it when games make older units completely obsolete. Even the spikes, it kind of frustrates me a little bit that they are completely obsoleted by these spikes. But the very different cost, like the enormous cost for these spikes, makes it feel a little bit better. If I needed to and I didn't have resources, then I could quickly throw up a couple of the old spikes and they would still do the job. Now, these ones do require mist fuel though. And we aren't accumulating mist fuel, it's just we have a certain amount of mist fuel, and that's that. Oh, wait. Oh, no, sorry, the bow and arrow. I was like, do they consume archers as well? In that case, that's kind of an interesting one. But there we go. We have our first Cannoneer. Let's have a look at you. Huh? Right, Cannoneer wants to be low down. Artillery troop deals moderate damage, slow to reload, but still the best defense. Let's have a look. 20 attack power. Attack cooldown is 4.5. Deploy sight is a 2x2 unit. Yes. Lots of oxygen used there. I want you to go for near enemies. And that is the lot of it there. Right. I want to get you in here if I could. Can I scooch you inside? Will you go inside? I'm going to have to turn on my ability to see through the castle. Can you? Oh, no. Can you get up that stairs? Oh, you can. Okay, that's not too bad. You sound quite chipper as well. I approve of that enormously, in fact. We could possibly have a Cannoneer over here. It would require a bit of a redesign there, though. Right, where are we getting attacked? Oh, not on that side, apparently. Only on 2 sides. Okay, well, there's no reason for me not doing this, though. Ooh, now, do we have room in here? Have I got... Oh, I don't. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, that works for me. Right, I would like to... Transparency. And I would like to get you over here. It's going to take a little bit of a potch to get you into position. Again, though, I'm very, very on board with how chippy you sound. Can I move you across? I can. Right, well, these two then can move elsewhere. Let's grab you as well. You two can go out there. One of them, and the second one as well, please and thank you. There we are. And then you can just scooch in there, I suppose. And our second Cannoneer is going to tuck into this corner here, I think. For that, we're going to need to move this lobber over to the side there. Now, I'm hopeful that simply being near this will be enough to trigger it properly for us. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. Can I get another lobber over here, maybe? You go ahead and visit there. No, I've got the wrong thing. Yeah, you go there. That should clear the way for me. And let's see the Cannoneer hopefully fit in there. Perfect. Now, I am going to have to redesign these, unfortunately. Though this one isn't so bad. Actually, we should be able to get the Cannoneer in there. I might even put some extra windows on that side so the Cannoneer can shoot out from that corner. I would like them to get their attacks in sooner rather than later, but how am I going to do that down here? This poses some questions for me. Give me a moment. Okay, I think I've actually managed to do it. I've had to use some pretty non-conventional building strategies in order to make that bit of space there, but I think we might be able to make it work. It's not at all well defended, mind you. In fact, it's desperately not well defended, so hopefully we don't end up having anything trying to attack that location, but that should allow the Cannoneer to get in there, should we get another one trained in time. Now, we've got 2 areas where the cannoneers are going to be able to do their thing. Actually, one of them has just come out, so I'm going to move them over there right now. You go there, and hopefully that's going to give you the height that you want, as well as the poison effect, even though I've only got poison tracking on 1 tile. Right, where are these enemies going to lurch out of the darkness? Hello? Oh, there we go. Let's slow it down. I want to see the cannoneer do their thing. Okay. Not really seeing much happening yet. Okay, no, that actually hit a lot of them at once. As they group up, that is doing a lot of damage. I am on board with this. We're going to need more of them, though. A lot more of them. Like, wow. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's go over and check the other side for now. Let's have a quick gander. How are we doing here? Cannoneer is shredding them. Okay. I didn't rebuild my defenses, which is rather sad, but oh well. But they are doing a decent job here. Let me check. You've got range boost, damage boost. Have you got damage boost plus, range boost plus, low ground unit? Have you got poison? Is that tracking? Does it say there? Yeah, you don't have the poison. Even though that tile... Oh, but that being said... I don't believe that that hell poison ever said it would work for non-lobber and captor units. So maybe that is where it's at. The corroding effect is a really important one. I think that's doing like the lion's share of the armor stripping that's going on. So with that in mind, I think we are probably going to be keeping a decent amount of lobbers around. I will get rid of some of them though. Right, if I can select you, I want to see how large of an area you attack. Let me see. Can I hover over? It's very hard to see, but you can pretty much attack everywhere around here. Not the best line of sight, but not terrible either. These abominations over here really don't want to get near that cannoneer, which is an interesting choice. Is that perhaps forcing them to try to take different routes? Walls are doing a lot less well this time, though. Not liking that. Not liking that even slightly. We are going to need more units over here. Maybe the cannoneer being over there would have been better, doing a lot more damage as things were moving through. I don't know. But we got plenty more cannoneers available, so that shouldn't be a big problem for us. In fact, we got another 2 right there. Perfect. Right, we are now working on getting the upgrade as well. The oh, damn it! Increased area of effect for cannoneers. That was greatly annoying, but oh well. Right, I'm gonna get 1 cannoneer. Well, we want 1 on every side. That's just a given. But can I fit you in? Oh, I might not be able to. This might be a tricky one. I'm going to pop you over here for now. Okay. You enjoy. We've already got 1 on this side, right there. Very nice. Do I have room enough? Why not? No, that won't work. I think you're going to have to go in there. There we go. That will work a lot better. So 2 on that side, and then 1 on all of the others for now. Right, research is complete. But I think I'm going to have to do away with this. As much as I like this tower, we are going to have to do away with that. So let's go ahead and recycle that. I'm going to move a cannoneer in here. Yeah. You can move along to this side. I mean, the cannoneer doesn't need to have any poison, but I will add poison for everyone. Just because I honestly think that we kind of want the option, the tactical flexibility about being able to station anyone in this location. Now, obviously, this has kind of undermined the tower for a little bit, but don't worry, we'll get all of that fixed. Right, there we go. Now, I will be switching over some of my units to cannoneers as well, so I want like 2 or 3 on every side. We'll see. Or at least 2. But we've got 6 other points. Let's have a look at what we can collect. We can get the Mason's Guild, which may be important at this point. Simply because that will give us upgrades on the stone. But can I possibly get the Ballista? No, the Ballista is 8. Okay. That's a little ways away then. So for now, I'm simply... Oh, volatile cannonball. Cannoneers shoot an explosive cannonball that deals higher of effect damage. Well, that would be a nice one to grab, certainly. But, loads of cannoneers and ballista basic attacks with sparks. An enemy under the effect of spark explodes upon death. Damage. Ooh, that's almost tempting. But we're going to go for this instead. And maybe next turn we'll grab that. But for now, let's see about building a Masonry guild. Where would that be? There we go, Masonry guild. You're a big one, aren't you? Okay. Let's just tuck that down there. And we'll see what research that offers us in a moment. But I need to go through, pick out a couple of folks. We've got 2 on that side, so that's fine. I want to get another couple of units switched over. So sadly, going to be saying goodbye to one of these. I am terribly sorry, but you are dismissed. Be gone. And we are going to grab a new cannoneer there. There we go. And I'm going to do that for each side. I'll point out what I've changed when I bring you back. Okay. Decided to bring you back at this point to see what I'm working on. And that is very clearly a new tower for this side. As well defended as it is, we need some more locations where I can attack from. That's just a given. Hopefully our enemies will still make for this little area here, and whilst doing so, will come under very heavy attack from all of our units stationed inside. However, because this one's going to be a bit of a tight build, what I'm hoping to do is get up to the top and use a rope bridge over the top of the trees. We are going to need to build a little stairwell inside, and I'm thinking, sure, we may as well go stone. There's no particular reason not to. It's all going to be stone down here anyway, so it should be able to support it. We will see, though. It might get a little bit gnarly as we get ever closer to the top. Okay, so once again with the very unorthodox building methods, but we have managed to get all of this set up. Don't ask about having the hellfire embrasures right next to wooden flooring. Shh, pretend you never saw it, and your life will be a happier one. Right, there we go. All things in position. I will just continue that off over on that side. The rear of this area, not at the highest level of protection, but we don't need it to be. Realistically speaking, this is, for all intents and purposes, quite a good little area, I think. We almost ran out of oxygen. Well, actually, we did run out of oxygen a few times setting all this up, but I'm happy with the end result, at the very least. Very happy, in fact. Now, have we got the last 2 on their way? No, not yet. Well, given that, then, I am going to move you over here. Now, for this to work, actually, that is good enough. You'll have the flag effect, and you will also have the hellfire arrow effect as well. So that should be everything we need. Right. Now, I want to move over at least one captor. Yeah, we're going to move our captor over here. Let's get you into position. You can stay on that side to deal with any scallywags who pop out there. Do we have? Yes, we do. Perfect. Cannon ready is exactly what I wanted to hear. Again, in a very, very chipper voice, too. Right, you can just go ahead and be right there. It'll give you good sight lines on the enemy here, though. Actually, no. I think instead, I would like you to move into that very corner. And then we'll have the captor over here. Now, can that captor see much? Captor can still see everything. By the time they get there, I don't need to slow them down anymore. So I don't actually mind that the captor isn't going to be able to see right up to the wall. It isn't going to actually help even if they could. There we go. The night is nearly here, everyone. Don't panic, though, because I think our setup is now significantly more powerful. Right. We wanted one other over here, I think. We have one cannoneer right there. Another cannoneer over on this side would be quite glorious, but am I going to be able to make that work? It will be a little bit of a tricky one, actually, I think. Did we have a Oh, we've got a cannoneer over there, so that's fine. So we've got one there. We've got one here. We've got two over on that side. So you come with me over to this side. Now, where am I going to put you, though, is the question. I want to have you somewhere on that side. We'll see what we can do. For now, just go there so that you're close by. And I need to do a little bit of a redesign in this room before you get here. Okay, Cannoneer should be able to get in there, and everyone there will have a bonus. Now, I'm very, very glad that the Cannoneers don't need double-wide stairwells, because that would have really caused us some problems. But so far, things seem relatively good for us. Now, over here, we're going to need probably a flag, I would imagine, just to help you out there. Make sure you've got all of that boost that you want. There we go. Damage boost. Oh, wait, that's not facing the right way. We can't allow that. No, 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 no. We want it to be facing outwards. There we are. Perfect. Now, quick revisit. Make sure that the spikes are okay everywhere. We should be good to go. Let's grab you. It is... Like, at this point, we are... Outside of the occasional burst building that I do, resources really stopped being a problem a long, long time ago. We rarely ever struggle for resources. Again, outside of the burst building. Was I actually building? No, I couldn't possibly. I definitely would have noticed if I was building flags instead of spikes, right? Right? I should go and check. Was I building flags? Please tell me I wasn't. Oh, thank goodness. But we do have the Mason skill. Let's have a look at you. Light cast by lanterns goes further thanks to brighter burning fuel. Further increases the toughness granted to high walls. Increase the toughness granted to high walls. Sure, we'll just go through all of these in turn. Hopefully we can get all of that oxygen together. I very much doubt we will struggle with that one, though. That being said, we did, because I didn't manage to finish it in time before night fell. Now, horrors are not coming on this side. It's only on these two. But that should be okay, I would imagine. Actually, you can definitely move up. Let's get you over there so you can engage a lot sooner. Oh, I'm liking that. Those cannoneer shells. That is a thing of beauty. Oh, can you engage when they're in the mist? Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. That is beautiful. Wow. Okay. Now that one's going quite comfortably over there. Let's have a look down here. Are you in position? You are. Let's have a watch of what you can do. You've got good sight lines. Very good sight lines. I want to see a shot. There we go. Very, very nice. Cannoneer rounds going off over here all the time. Wait, is that... That best be a high tier wall. Let's have a look. The max is now 420. Okay. I approve. So all that remains then is to go for expert masonry, get the walls even stronger. At that point, I imagine the doors become increasingly the weak point. Ooh, they are actually going for the cannoneer over here. Ooh, that's not great. Can you attack? You are moving back, okay. Yeah, that was a problem, it seems. They were able to get up there. It's a bit of a shame. But once that was done, they stopped caring about it. I wonder what we could do. Maybe I could... Yeah, I'm going to have to build this side out a little bit differently, very clearly. If I could somehow build across this, that might actually work and allow me to make a properly fortified structure on this side. Let's have a look at what was the maximum health. 72 on these ones. They're not even getting over there right now. And how about on this side? Yeah, everything is okay. They did try to burrow through on that side, though. Well, pretty much everything died fairly quickly. Okay. That is a bit of an issue. And an issue we're going to need to put some thought into. I very clearly need to redesign this tower here. I need to greatly improve it. But okay, we've got 8 points. Now, with those 8 points, we, of course, want to go for the Ballista. That said, however, there is the Volatile Cannonball for 6. And I do believe Improved Masonry Guild for 2. I'm going to I know. But I really want to see how much we can push this. So, greatly increases the toughness of walls. Reinforced traps. Makes traps more durable and long-lasting. That might be worth an investment for us. But either way, we're going to be upgrading that for a while. Now, this part is something I need to work on quite a lot. So I'm going to move all of my troops out. And we're going to quickly get to work improving this area. I may end up with a more or less normal tower by the end of this. Going to be an interesting one to see. And finishing touches, and we are done. Now that is a huge area in here. We might even be able to make it so that my cannoneer is able to get the spark effect without having to replace all of the poison areas here. That would actually be quite amazing, if I'm perfectly honest. We're going to want our captor in there as well as the lobbers. Oop, wrong one. You can come down here. Actually, maybe my cannoneer should go in the middle instead. I think that might actually be a bit better. Sure. Cannoneer can go in the middle. That way they'll have a much better chance. Actually, you know what? Let me turn on visibility in there. This way the cannoneer will have a much better chance of attacking our enemies as they're approaching. And I really only want the captor at the front, because once the enemy are close enough, it doesn't matter if they're being slowed anymore. It only matters to me that they're slowed early on. Right, let's get you three down there. That is a significantly improved area. Very, very happy with that. Though now, it does pose the question of, are we going to upgrade... Well, actually, I'm going to grab both of... Oh, well, I won't be grabbing both of those yet. But am I going to be upgrading more of my lobbers to cannoneers? I don't think so. I do like having the lobbers as well. I think that's going to be an important one for us. Now, as for switching out my archers to Ballista, I'm going to need to see what Ballista do specifically, what their trick is. Do I want to improve traps, or do I want to go for this? I kind of want to go for this. What's my maximum storage? Yes, we can do that one. As soon as that's done, there we are. Go for the highest tier of wall. Let's have a look out here, what these are now. Let me turn off that. These are already up to 98. Let's have a look at the ultra walls. 490. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Very happy with that. But where are we going to be attacked from? Not on this side, really? Why would you do this to me? Spend all that time building this beautiful place. You're not even going to come and see it? Scoundrels. However, we are going to see the cannoneer doing their magic over on this side, which is actually something I'm happy with. Let's move you down a little bit. Well, you know what? Actually, let's keep you spread out. Right, so we're only on two sides. Are we having the attackers? And I think that's okay. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. I just want to make sure this cannoneer can see quite a lot of this area. Let's move you down a little bit more, shall we? Ooh, you're moving around the captor. Want that captor over here. And then I want you right there instead. As soon as they've moved. There we go. That'll work better. That will work better, I fancy. Now then, we did manage to get up to the point that I can improve... no, we didn't. Sad. Very sad. But we'll live with it. Do I need more traps over the... I do, actually. But I'm not fighting on this side, so... You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just focus on the places where we are actually going to be seeing enemies. Okay, they're all coming in at this point. Oh, they are making a rush for this tower. Are they going to try and climb up there, or are they just pathing in this direction? I think it might just be the pathing that's happening in this direction. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Right, they are dealt with. Now, how high? 560 health now on these. That is glorious. Absolutely wonderful. And the doors are getting an upgrade too. So that definitely helps. Right, I would love to see what the Cannoneer is able to do with these. We need more corrosion happening, though, to strip away those shields. They were able to weather an enormous amount of damage coming down here because we couldn't strip away their shielding. What was it called? The enamel, I think it was. Let's have a look at you. How are we doing? 50% of the way towards your veterancy. I like it. How about you? Oh, I think you are a veteran. Let's have a look at that. 35 now. That's very nice indeed. Very nice. Right, let's zoom out and see what else is going on. Make sure that we've not got anyone punching through. No, it doesn't look like. Over here, things are looking okay. Cannoneer down there doing a good job. Oh no, actually, that's just a regular thrower. Where's my other Cannoneer then? I was certain I had one down here. Evidently, I did not. Who's got 3 Cannoneers then? Which one of you scallywags has snuck a spare Cannoneer? You've got 1, 2. Oh no, did I just not have them set up yet? No?
Military is at capacity.
A military is at capacity, yes. But I am shy 1 Cannoneer, and this is tragic. I've got 1 there, 1 there. Got 1 in here. I thought I had a Cannoneer in there, but I clearly do not. But I very much want 1. So I may be getting rid of a lobber there then. Let's have a look down here. We've got 1 in there, 1 there. Is it possible that I've gotten too many on this side? Or is it just possible that I simply miscounted? I probably just miscounted. Well, poop. Okay, let me fix that. And this is the last one. And there we go. Okay. So our defenders are all in the right spots. Hopefully our traps are going to be significantly more durable now. I don't actually remember what the maximum health was on these buildings before, but we'll hope that that is in the right place. Now, where are they attacking from? It's going to be an attack on all fronts. Perfect. I'm actually looking forward to this. Honestly, at this point, those are the only ones that feel even remotely like they could actually threaten me. Wow, those lanterns really pushed the mist back. Wow, that upgrade wasn't messing around. Just suddenly realized how much more of the area I could see. I think we've got traps everywhere down there where we need them. Let's quickly scooch over here, have a look-see. We're definitely going to need more down here. Alright, let's get all of this sorted. There we go. Nice and easy. Everything is safe. And let's see. Do we need much more on this side? Actually, yes, we do. Now, I chose to completely wall this area off because... Oh, did I move them back? I did, yeah. Because building the tower as I was meant that they would have a route to walk through there. And I've enjoyed not having to worry about that at all. So I'm favouring keeping that on the go. Do we need any more traps there? No, generally not. Quite happy with that. And down here, just a little bit, and we should be good to go. Yep, alright, let's have a look. Zoom right out. We've got a few. What's a 4 fuse? Maybe that's the whole thing. Okay, huge explosions already. Lovely. Okay, that must be the upgraded attack there. Alright, liking it. Large group pushing through. Shouldn't be too much for us to deal with. Here come the runners. Quite a few already dead there. No sight of anything yet. Okay, there they are. How about on this side? This side is holding. This side is holding well. I'm actually starting to get tempted to build another tower down here. My only concern with that is that they may then just go around the other side of the tower. But still, that would allow us to attack from much, much further away, which may well be necessary. Okay, the abominations are all here at this point, so this side is pretty much good. What on earth is that? Oh, right. I thought that was some sort of toxic sludge. It's a quarry. Not quite toxic sludge. Right, how's it going? The walls are fine there. Absolutely fine. We have not got any big issue over here at all. How about on this side? Going well. The Ballista almost got to explode there, but didn't really. Barely any damage on this side whatsoever. I want to focus on the sides that are taking the damage. I know that's... well, no, in this case, we've got perfect information about everything, so it's not survivor bias. It could be, you know, in a slightly different scenario, but in this one, it is very much a case of I can see where we're taking damage, where the enemy are getting through. Let's pause it there just for a second, because I hadn't fully checked out this side. I don't even think they managed to punch through on that side. I might have been a little bit slow on the draw, though, there. So I'm not going to sign off on that side being perfectly defended just yet. Right, partisan. We want the Ballista. Ballista, artillery troop, deals high damage to multiple targets in a straight line. Ballistae are devastating in open bottlenecks, if properly positioned. Straight line, you say? Now, this also affects cannoneers. I'm going to take you. Right, we're going to dismiss you. Thank you very much for your service. It has been greatly appreciated. Right. Are you going to be the equivalent of an archer or not? Increase the area effect of Ballistae attacks.
We don't have the oxygen.
That's fine. We'll get the oxygen in a little bit. We don't really need the extra misfuel just yet. I have no reason to go for it at the moment, so we're going to hang tight on that one. But if this is just another bomber unit, though... If this is another one that needs to be low down, that's actually going to cause me problems. Also, I'm really going to want them very specifically positioned, like down here or over here maybe. Those would be good firing lines, but on the sides, that would absolutely not work. Over here would be the obvious one there. Down on this side, likewise there. Maybe on that wall. Over here, that would be okay, because they do rush through this little area there, I think. Right, let's have a look. We should be able to get... oh no, we still don't have the oxygen. Really? My lord. Let's speed things up then. There we go. Let's get that going. Right, I want to see you.
Need height.
You need height. Okay, this is good. 32 damage compared to my archers, which are, you know, to be fair, quite good at their job. Okay, so 48 per minute. All right. Well, we can sort this out. Sure. I'm thinking, oh, actually, that might be a little bit more of a problem for me. Well, let's get someone in position over here. This is a long trek for you, and I would like you to be there. Go, go, go. Look, you just asked for height. I've given you height. Stop being such a sulk, my lord. But they are an upgrade for my archers, so I'm going to take out a couple more of them and get a couple more ballista on the way. Good lord, that unit looks amazing, though. Just wow. It's literally a mortar shell. That is so fantastic. I love it. Right, have we got others ready? We do. Perfect. Right, the knight is nearly here. We've got attacks on all sides. All right, then. Well, that's fine, because I have set up a bunch of them to train. However... I will say that there may be a little bit of a problem in that they are taking a long time to train, a very long time to train, and I have already diminished our defenses in quite a few places. So, because I simply needed to in order to get the troops together for it. Yeah, we're going to do away with that on this side, and instead we're going to go with having the actual... wall-mounted hell arrows. So we'll grab those hell arrows on this side. I'll leave that corner. Yep, and we'll pop those blocks back. And then we want the mounted hell spark. There we go. That will do. Right.
Yes.
You are on your way elsewhere. Good. you can move over here, and from there you should have a pretty solid view. Yeah, they are taking a long time to train. That is actually kind of a problem, but it's okay. We should be fine. These sides, which are the more frustrating ones, are well protected. Over here, I really don't have much concerns at all. Though what I will do is I will go ahead and just switch this up already. And since I'm only going to have the Hellspark in the middle there, I already know exactly where I'm going to place the mounted points. So we want Hell Arrows on that side, and then one Hellspark there and another Hell Arrow. It doesn't really matter. As long as the spark is in position, we should be good. Right, come on then. Are we going to get you in time? I think we should. We might even get a third in time. It'll be a bit of a rush for it, but it should be fine. There we go. So that's one side, two sides, three sides. Now, how far can you see? You can see quite far, actually. That's very nice. And I think the other, we're really going to want you on this this corner, I think. So, with that in mind, we're going to do away with that and place in a Hellspark right there. There we go. Right, continue on. Now, I do have 5 in total training, and I'm going to aim to get 2 on each side, much like the same way we've got the cannoneers. Right, I want to see how this works. Let's slow it down a bit. You've got the artillery shell ready. And... huh, I didn't really see it land. Interesting. I mean, I can hear it. I just don't see it. Alright. Not really seeing whether that was a good investment for us or not, sadly. But I'll assume it is for now. Actually, would it might actually be better down here where they're all making that path. I think it might, in fact. Alright, let's get you over here then. Oh no, you're not going to fit there. Damn. Oh well, you'll have to go over there. That's fine for now. Cannoneer shells doing crazy damage over here. Loving what I'm seeing. Have a gander down on this. Oh wow. Hurl abominations. Not something we wanted to see at all. But that thing sounds amazing. It's just I'm not seeing much of it. Unless... wait. I'm watching a lot of explosion. Oh, that might be the spark. Yeah, I'm not really seeing how good or what this is, but it definitely does seem to be hitting something. Okay. Well, we'll just have to assume that it's doing what it's meant to be doing. I definitely want them going for deadliest, though. I want all of them to be doing that. All of these units should be set to deadliest. Wherever you are. There we are, deadliest. You set to deadliest as well. Same over here, deadliest. And over hither, deadliest. Alright, there we go. Not too bad. But I think getting you in position over here is going to be amazing. And that position, and sadly, right down here. So I'm going to need to build this up. On the plus side, that's not going to be a difficult challenge for me. We can even make it look kind of nice. If I do say so myself, we can do something like this. Yeah, that's going to look positively intentional. Glorious. Oh goodness, there was so much damage to all of these traps. Alright, well, let's get them back then. There is a part of me that once we've gotten to the point where I'm quite confident about our survival, I want to stop replacing the traps. I would like to see how survivable we are without traps, and whether it's just that the traps are doing enormous amounts of work and an attrition on the enemies as they're trying to beat down the walls, or whether our our setup is genuinely strong enough to stand the test of time. That is an important one for me to find out, I think. Get this in there. There we go. Before I expand out the amount of ballista we have, I think we're instead going to go ahead and build up our troop numbers. I think that's where I want to be with that one. Then I can get another 5 ballista and share them out quite all over the place. Right, is there anything else for me to upgrade, though, in the meanwhile, like that I desperately want? Oh, cluster bombs. Ballista projectiles are fragments on impact, dealing a high area... Ooh. Alright, well, we're going to fully upgrade the ballista then. So the next thing we are going to go for would be... Yeah, the next two levels are now earmarked. In fact, probably the next 4 levels are earmarked for us getting the upgraded military camp. That will give us another 10 units to use. My mist fuel is nowhere near going to be able to handle that, so I'm going to need to start placing down some more collectors then. Wow, I didn't think it was going to happen, but these mist fuel collectors... Yikes! That drank. Oh god. Is this going to be more than few? Still not more than few. When am I going to have something that is other than few? Okay, well, we definitely want to set this. Oh, the misfuel collectors are thirsty. All right, duly noted. Gonna need to pop down a couple of my upgraded oxygen collectors then. Have this one over here, for example. I'd need to upgrade the foundation, so we'll just go with that. That's fine. And then maybe another one just tucked in here as well. It's not quite in the right spot, but it will do. Well, actually, no, that one I am definitely going to put down. Oh, no, it works. Never mind. That one might not actually be getting the full amount. No, it is. Okay, that works for me. But we are going to need to move around a little bit over here. Specifically... Oh, this is vexing. This really wasn't designed for gigantic units. I would need to lift this tower up to make that work. Alright. Got a bit of work to do. Give me a moment. Okay, got a couple of things moved around over here. I'm going to have all of my cannoneers over here as well. Well, actually from that side at least. And that should be enough, I think. We shouldn't need more than this, though. This is going to be the test, I suppose. Right, let's hope that they can all get there in time. The cannoneers have got a bit of a run, but hopefully they'll get down here soon enough. Please tell me there was only one direction. Yes. Oh, look, the moon. Very, very distant. Very beautiful. Right, here they come. Let's zoom right in and see as this unfolds. Right, are you going to engage? No, you can't see them yet. That's fine. You'll see them soon enough. Oh, there we go. Nice shot. Right, we've got some enemies. Oh, what was that? Okay. Is it possible that we're just not seeing the explosions because they're in the mist? I suppose that would be quite possible. That would be a shame, but okay. I suppose the best place to look then would be over on this one, as from you in particular. Once the enemy are around there, we want to watch and see how this works. But wow, that is so much more than a few. Okay. That is a hell of a lot of abominations. And a lot of shielded centaurs as well. Thankfully, the centaurs are getting stuck behind the abominations. That works for us quite well, but what I'm noticing is that these enemies are basically not getting through. This is disgusting. I mean, I think the abominations are basically causing a massive bottleneck, which is giving us the perfect opportunity to just turn this into a proper killing floor here. But wow. This is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Okay, now we've got shielded ones wandering their way down here. Right, let's make sure that you are all set to go for deadliest. You are. Good, good, good. You know what? There is something else that I haven't done for a while. Let me zoom out a bit. I should try and upgrade all of those. We did not have the oxygen. Sad. There we go. I'm going to need to build some more areas for housing then. It's actually going to become a big concern. Could I build one of those over here, perhaps? Not easily, I don't think. Maybe on this side, though. Yeah, I think that would work on this side. Let me just pause that there just to make sure there's no incompatibilities. Oh, there absolutely are. Why, then? Okay, never mind. We'll get rid of that for now. I'll come back to that in a bit. Find out what that problem was. Right. Honestly, though, the presence of the cannoneers there, our walls were barely even scratched. That was one of the most significant attacks that we have felt so far, and we kind of didn't feel it, which is crazy. Right. We are in need of way more oxygen income. And more places to put houses. I think that is a good spot, though. Over here is way too densely packed. We could perhaps squeeze one or two in the over here, though, as well. That is also an option. Thinking about it. And we shall try that right now. So, going to pause it there once again so I can make sure there are no incompatibilities. And let's see if we can't just tuck this in here. Hopefully that works. Oh. Some pieces are not in position. What is it that I lack? Is it just the house? It might be. Yeah, the house needs 90 oxygen at a time. Alright, well, for the time being then, I can just tuck this in there then. Let's just rotate that such that it'll fit. Plunk. That'll do. Right, go ahead. And I just need to remember to upgrade that. But yeah, the extra oxygen, the extra workers, definitely required at this point. Getting another oxygen generator over here would also help. And that does not require any actual workers to make... oxygen to make happen. So we can just go ahead and pop that down. Tunk. There we go. That is going to do a lot for us. Now, as I mentioned, this is going to be earmarked for the expansion of our military. Building lots of path to the Citadel. I was worried about that. Ah, okay. It wasn't the one I was thinking about. Fair enough. Let's just tuck that in. There you go. That should work. And now you should be able to upgrade that one. There we go. Nice and easy. In fact, there's so many I can still upgrade. Wow. There is a lot that I haven't upgraded. What have I been doing with my time? The night is nearly here, and it's coming from, of course, very, very inconveniently far away. Very well. I don't really think there's a better spot. Actually, a Ballista there would not be bad. But I have taken quite a few units away from my other defenses at the moment, so I'm going to need to try and rebalance this a little bit. You can definitely come back over here then. Yeah. I don't think we're going to need to do much on that side, so I'm not going to worry about that one for now. But I do want to get my cannoneers back in position, lest I forget the next time we get an attack, and I absolutely could. Alright, there we go. We'll just take one ballista and a couple of archers over there. Let's grab you. I would like you positioned here. And we will get you positioned right about there. Now, this cannoneer, I think we can definitely upgrade you a little bit. Pop in a Hellspark. There we go. That should take care of it. You don't have a flag, though, which is a bit of a problem. So let me also take care of that. So pop that one there. And a little flag just tucked in there. There we go. That will do the job. Now, I'm building up an enormous amount of oxygen at the moment, so that I can quickly upgrade a bunch of these things. I can't believe I've still got flags that have not yet been upgraded. It vexes me. We've probably still got a lot of... no, those are all upgraded, thankfully. Those are too. These are not. But they are now. Can I spot any non-hell poison... hell arrows? No, I think all of the hell arrows are done. Alright, got a big effect. Now, I'm really excited to see how this particular unit handles this area. So, let's let them come in. Okay, a bunch of stuff happened down there. Slow down. Okay, I'm seeing some explosions quite far back, though. Which is quite nice. Alright, seeing huge explosions over there. Okay, let's have a watch. I'm not really seeing anything here. It just looks like a regular explosion. Oh, what on earth was that? Did that just come from you? It may have. Is that what your attack effect looks like? Oh yeah, we're definitely seeing that now. Okay. I'm liking that a lot. A very great deal. Let's have a look down here. How are things going? Well, I kind of want... Can I tell you to shoot for the furthest one? Nearest? No. It really should be deadliest, but... Unfortunately, the moment they get down here, it just seems that they stop targeting in that way. We don't have a great area here for them to engage in. Maybe one over there wouldn't be terribly bad. You might get it. I think this one's probably got the better angle than that one does. Let's have a look up here. That side has been completely dealt with. And let's have a look at the stones. Sorry, the walls. Yeah, the walls are fine. Now, can you even see them? Not on that side, you can't, no. But I don't actually think you need to. I think you're pretty solid where you are, actually. The archers are doing a good job taking these out. Yeah. No, I think this is perfect. And they're then trying to squeeze back around. How about over here? Honestly, you did better on this side than the other one. Alright, wave 48 defeated. Glorious. And of course, straight down, increased military cap. Now, based on what I'm seeing, not actually sure that more ballista is what we need. I'm going to pick up 2 more, and then 3 of the cannoneers, I think. I was thinking of having 2 ballista on each side. And I think I still will, but that is probably all we're going to have. I don't really think we want more than that. That being said, there's 1, 2... Yeah, we'll get rid of one of you and get another ballista there. That should be fine. But we're up to 60 military at the moment, which is quite nice, all things said and done. But I'm just going to allow time to pass, and we're going to get our troops into position. The night is nearly here, and it's going to be these 3 sides. That won't be a problem for us. This side, again, should be completely fine. I will top up the traps, though. We might as well keep that going, since honestly, I'm just sat here accruing resources otherwise. And it would be silly to lose if just for the sake that I was being lazy on spending my resources. Not even the case that I didn't have them. We've got a cannoneer here, and I would like you. Now, where am I going to place you? I think this little area worked fantastically well. 2 cannoneers down there are going to be bonkers. Like, this place barely even got touched. I was kind of shocked, if I'm honest. We're going to need still 1 ballista over here, but that's fine. We've got 1 cannoneer in there. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do the same on this side. Can I position you? You know what? Sure. We do see enemies get over here, and I think you can reach them from there. I might be wrong, though. So instead, we could have you over there, where you're definitely going to be able to reach them. Yep, go for that. And what I'm going to do is, as soon as you've moved... Oh, you're good. I'm going to replace this with another Hell Spark. And the reason for that is it just worked so well to have 2 of them right next to each other, just covered by those locations. That worked shockingly well, honestly. Now... This side over here does not need extra units, but it has them for now, so I'm not going to worry too much. But I'm actually going to grab 1, pull them back over to this side here. I did move around a lot of my archers previously. I'm going to have you go over there as well. You can go... Well, actually, you can go all the way down there. Sure. And then one of you will draw back. I learned from my mistakes the last time. Right, another cannoneer, and I'm going to simply have you over on there. Why not, indeed? I really like your chipper aptitude. You keep that up. Right. Now, who's going to get there first? It's always going to be this side, I'm fairly certain. Let's have a watch. Load of damage come through. They are going round this side a lot more at this point. So I'm going to have to bear that in mind. Maybe another tower, maybe pushing a tower further down here would work. Might actually be quite a good thing to do. How are the walls doing? Walls are doing absolutely fine on this side. Right, so we'll slow things down a little bit. Go have a quick peek at what's going on down here. Right, you need to be over here. And I would love it if you were on this side in particular, but right now that's not going to happen. I would like to make it happen, though. Can I not? There we go.
Sure. Huh?
Yeah, no, we're going to spread you 2 out. I'm not going to be able to upgrade this, sadly. That's just going to be what we're going to have to live with there. Unless you manage to kill these ones quickly. No, that one spawned more units. Shame, but oh well. Down here, I honestly think this is... These 2 sides, which is great, because they're opposite one another, so I'm not going to have to micromanage as much. If you happen to micromanage 2 opposite sides, that's a rough deal. But these 2 sides are easily the strongest, in my opinion. Easily the strongest. Right, there we go. You're doing a good job. But they are trying to get up here now. They certainly didn't enjoy all the firepower coming from here. But that actually gives you a very good point. So you know what? This actually works out. Normally you wouldn't want crossfire, but this is a killing floor. They're shooting down and towards the other, not straight at the other. So they're in no trouble of, like, in reality, you wouldn't really want to be firing cross-stream like that. But this actually works out. So let's go ahead and replace this tile with... Actually, we'll replace the 2 of them with the Hell Sparks. As in the future, that may allow me to go ahead and place another one in there. And that would be fantastic. Right, I'm going to have a quick scout around, see if I spot any more unupgraded devices on the fire arrows, but I don't think there are any. Okay, so I did manage to find some fire arrows. They have now been upgraded. I'm going to top up the remaining resources, trap locations. Though there aren't many that I need to work on anymore. But once we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to summon the next wave early. I have no idea if this gives us any kind of benefit. I have no idea if it just simulates the time that would have passed, which would allow us to gather up resources. In fact, I almost suspect that it won't, which would actually kind of be a negative, if I'm honest, but we'll see. Let's go ahead, get these down there. I am thinking of pushing this tower forward, though. That would be quite nice, I think. There we are. But I think that's the end of it. Okay, the night is nearly here. Never mind then. I was going to call them a little bit earlier, but you know what? Boom. Can I click it now? Trigger the next horror attack? Yes.
The horrors are coming.
Okay, so it went straight there. I have no idea if it simulated any time passing, though. But this saves us a bit of a wait. Now, the 2 attacks there and indeed over here. Once again, this side, never really something I need to worry about. They're fantastically well defended, though having this tower over there would also afford us the opportunity for defenders over there to get a much better shot at attackers on this side. But down here, let's have a look-see. How's this going down? The ballista is... Oh, was that this ballista? Oh, I think I've seen that for the first time. That was a line of explosions, which would kind of line up with what we saw with like it kind of digging a trench where the shell landed. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Now, a huge amount of fighting going on down there, but that's nothing too much to worry about since we've got two cannoneers in position. Wouldn't mind an extra cannoneer over here, though, I'm going to be honest. Maybe one right there. The trapper could be tucked into the corner, perhaps? Or maybe we just don't have a trapper at all down here. And we just have a cannoneer. 2 cannoneers. It might not be a bad move. But they're doing a fantastic job of slaughtering those guys down there without them really posing much of a threat. Almost no... In fact, no damage down here. The 1 or 2 did try to get there. But the walls are taking no damage at this point. And I didn't even pull my other defenders away from their locations. Half of our army is doing nothing right now. They're just getting some R&R. How about over here? Little bit of damage, a tiny bit of damage. Which I think would be greatly diminished if we pulled this tower forward and more of our attackers were able to engage the whole time. Can you actually see them? You can just see them, but only if they cross that threshold. Otherwise, you're just not engaging. So we've got an entire cannoneer on this side that's not doing anything. This side is fantastically well defended. Now, I'm going to have to... Ooh, actually, they are pushing forward, but I'm going to have to... Ooh, we definitely saw something happening. But, I'm going to have to decide what we're going to spend our military cap on. Do we just go for more ballista and cannoneers? Or do we spread this out a little bit? Again, I don't think that the ballista and cannoneers are necessarily a flat upgrade to the other units because they have different types of effects. Like the archers have fire, the ballista don't. They have spark. Cannoneers have spark. The captors and the lobbers have poison, and that poison is actually really important in my opinion. That is probably doing more for stripping armor off armored enemies than anything else is. Like, just the raw damage of the cannoneers and the ballista are probably doing less to peel back the enamel than the lobbers are. So I'm really tempted to keep them. In fact, I could be persuaded to use this military cap just on archers and lobbers. I don't think we need her on captors personally. I think it would be those 2. But likewise, I could also be nudged in the direction of getting more ballista and more cannoneers. Probably more cannoneers than the ballista. I think the ballista are a little bit harder for us to position. But we made it to wave 50. And honestly, I am starting to feel that we might have gotten to a point where, unless the enemy really scale up the attacks, I don't think they're going to get through. Especially if I make good on, repositioning some towers, building this out a little bit. Same thing down here, building out a tower around there. And because this area is basically a prototype for what this one could be like if I built the tower here. And this one is obnoxiously effective. Down here a little bit less so, but this Mist River is so much wider. But I could just as easily drive the tower even further down and actually let the enemy have to approach us over land, and that might be devastating for them. There are things that we could do. But I'm starting to feel like maybe this is a permanent outpost, and shy of some calamitous event, some hitherto unknown enemy deciding to take notice. You know, you got big enough that you were the biggest fish in your tiny little tide pool pond, but then you got noticed by a shark in the ocean. Actually, the shark wouldn't be able to get it. An octopus. We'll go with an octopus. An octopus noticed that they were little fish, or rather, a big enough fish to be a snack in the little pond in the tide pools, and that is bad news for us. But shy of some sort of massive enemy showing up, what we're seeing right now is we're not even really getting threatened on the walls. I haven't seen a wall go into yellow for quite some time, so we might wrap it up here. It's all going to come down to what you would like. If you would like to see us push this even further, maybe up to wave 75, maybe up to wave 100, but we're getting to the point where I'm just clicking on this button because there's nothing more for me to do. But that is going to be it for me for now. I thank you for joining me. As always, your company and your tips in the comments have been a pleasure and very much needed in some cases. But that is going to be it for this episode. So until next time, and as always, stay safe, Hogarians.